What's up, everyone? Welcome to my show. How's everyone doing? Doing good. Finally caught up. I'm finally caught up on uploading my videos. So the last video you saw was the Hulk Hogan thing. So yeah, finally. It took me forever. It took me months to upload all that stuff. Just insane. But anyway, got something in the mail today. Gonna do an unboxing. Here it is. Pretty good taping job, I guess. Do not bend right across. That's a good plus. I already know what it is, but I'll show you. In my last video, I put it in writing. I put it in the description. I thank some new subscribers, which my memory sucks with names. I'm lucky I'm able to remember my own half the time. So thank you. You're on there if you want to check. I'm actually losing a lot of subscribers, which is interesting. But for those of you who stuck around and have stuck with me for years, I appreciate it. I really do. It's cool that you stuck around. I guess you like my stuff. But let's see what we got here, shall we? If I can open it. It's an interesting tape. I haven't seen that in a long time. But my trusty dragon butterfly knife is always sharp. So it should be able to... There we go. Alrighty. Oh, interesting. The guy put a note on there, which is interesting because I guess it really is in the shape he claimed it was in. Good lord. Let me show you what he put as the note. Sticky. It says, handle gently. This is in rough shape. It really is. I can't say it's not. But the price I paid, I was kind of happy with it because I've seen these go for a lot more in worse shape, if that makes any sense. Because like I said before in a couple videos, it's just prices for comics are just getting way out of hand with the amount of money people want for certain books. And some of the ones, they're just not worth the money people are asking. But like I always say, really a comic or anything is only worth as much as you're willing to pay for it. So the price I paid, because a friend of mine was kind of like, oh, I think you got ripped off. And I'm like, well, what I do in general is I try to look up what the book is. If I'm going for comics, what I do is I look up the book, see what it's worth, and then I'm like, well, am I going to get it anywhere near there, or something like that? And I'll put a little thought bubble in above my head, like, this is the price I'm willing to pay for this book. I won't go any higher. And I've actually been pretty good. I've been sticking with that. So, like, if a book is worth, like, say, $5, and somebody's charging $7, a lot of times before I look online or I look in a store, I'll be like, if it's worth $5, I was like, I'll go as high as 7 or I'll go as high as 6. And if I find one for 10, I'm like, nope, not doing it. And I've been sticking to it, and it's been working so far. But let me show you what I got, which I'm happy that I have it. Can't say I'm not, because I'm always trying to fill in this series, so now you kind of know what it is. He, of course, is my favorite character of all time. But I'm worried because, like, I want to read this, and I'm worried that I'm going to wind up just ripping it in half somehow, because it was just handled gently. But like I said, this is a rough shape, but this is Amazing Spider-Man number 29. This is now the oldest Amazing Spider-Man comic I have, which I think, I'm not 100% sure, I think this is either the second or third appearance of the Scorpion. I think it's the second, because I know his first one's the 20, Amazing Spider-Man number 20. I think this is his second. I don't know if he appeared anywhere in between. It could be his third, but I think it's his second. But as you can see, it is in really rough shape. It's got browning like all over the spine. It's got, you can see down there, it's missing. It's got the missing piece right there in the back of the spine. Other than that, it's got browning going all the way across. Seamus, what are you doing? He's being weird. He's trying to eat his towel that we gave him. But other than that, I mean, like I said, I haven't really looked through the entire book, but other than the browning and the little itty-bitty chip down there, it doesn't look too bad. But like I said, it's when you put a note on there, handle gently, I don't know. But I guess we'll see. Now, what did I pay for this? I've seen this book, like I said, in worse shape with like half the cover missing for $60. And again, like I said, I put the little number in my head. I'm like, I'm not going any higher. The original thing was, the guy was asking $15. And I was like, alright, not too bad. I was putting it in, I was like, you know what, I'll go as high as 20. So I think I said 21 or something like that. I put in like 21.82 or some like weird thing like that. And I wound up getting it, I think, for pay? Let me look. I'm sorry. I think I paid like 19 or 18. 18 bucks. I got it for $18, and then the shipping was like two something, 250. So like a little over 20 bucks. I got this book, which again, like I said, isn't bad. I was willing to pay. Like I told my friend, I was like, that's what I was willing to pay. I wasn't gonna go any higher than $21. I was sure. I was like, I'll just put in 21.82 and see what happens. And he's like, oh, that's way over. I'm like, no. I was like, not really. I was like, I told him, I explained to him, I was like, I've seen ones in worse shape going for starting out at more money than that, like starting at like $20. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm good. I'm like, I told him, and he's kind of getting the grasp of how I go. I was like, it's only worth as much as you're willing to pay. I was like, trust me. I was like, because if you're not willing to pay something, then it's worth nothing. But to me, I was like, it's like I look at it. I was like, it's a $21 book. I was like, I won't pay any higher than that though. When like I said, I stuck to it. It worked. So I got this for about 20 bucks, a little over 20 something, whatever. But not bad, not bad. And like I said, this is the oldest Spider-Man I have now, which is awesome. One day, like I said, my main real goal with Spider-Man is to get from 100 and up. I have all the 200s, I have all the 300s, I have all the 400s, I have all the 500s. I have half the 600s, I need just the other half of the 6s. And like the 100s to 200s, I'm kind of not halfway. I mean, it all depends. Like I have the reprint of 129, so I'm kind of like, all right, I don't think I'll be able to get the original one of that. Never say never, but I was like, that's just the prices are just way too high for even like crappy copies. So as a filler, I have the reprint, so I guess that's kind of like filling it in. But I also have, what is it, like 122, so that's another tough one to get. I have that one, so at least that one's out of the way. One of the other expensive ones, obviously, is 121. That one's kind of out of my reach right now, and 101 is kind of out of my reach. Even number 100 is kind of out of there. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, you know what, if I can get 100 over, I'd be happy as hell, because then the other one's just kind of like, I guess, gravy. You're like, hey, all right, I got some here and there. Like with this, I was amazed. Like I said, I got it for the 20 bucks. Way, way, way down, so it's kind of cool. It's way below the 100 mark, so good stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, my ultimate goal would love to have all of them, but that's just, I look at it as that's kind of improbable because I don't have, $15,000-$20,000 to buy like, Amazing Fantasy 15 or like, $5,000 or $10,000 to buy number one. But I do have the reprints, so I'm kind of counting that as, I almost have the whole thing. Like I wanted to get reprints for like number 2 and 3 and so on, but I can't even find them cheap. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Not too much other than that. I mean, I have a lot of stuff coming that I ordered offline, which I've been pretty lucky lately with prices on things. So I have that. When those come around, I'll make another video. Just been doing a lot of packing. I'm trying to get everything done. I want to have everything packed in my townhome by like the end of October. By Halloween, I want to have everything ready to go. So if we do get something, it's already set. I don't have to worry about it anymore. And plus, where I work, holidays are a pain in the ass. You're constantly working like, insane, like 15, 20 hours, a day, which is nuts. So I kind of wanted to have everything out of the way before the holidays came around, because I know I'll just never get a chance to do it, and then it's going to be beyond stressful to be like, oh, well, I have to work, 17 hours and then get home. Instead of going to bed and getting rest, I have to go pack, So I told the wife, I was like, by October, I was like, I want to have everything ready, which is rough because I'm saving, like I said, we got to save money to move. And I'm also trying to save money because for the first time ever, there's a comic book convention that's going to be near my house that the wife wants to go to more than I want to go to. That sounds, I know, everyone's mind just got blown. They're like, because apparently the wife, she loves My Chemical Romance, and the lead singer, Gerard Way, who does some comics, is going to be there signing. And her mind was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I was like, now you know how it feels to be me when I want to go to a comic thing with Stanley or something like that. And I'm trying to save money to kind of surprise her and get tickets. Like I want to get her the VIP one, so she can get like a photo with him and stuff signed and all that stuff. But other than him, I don't think there's anybody really there that's I'm not saying worth seeing, but I just don't know anybody other than him. Like everybody else is kind of like low key things I've never even heard of. But so my main goal for this convention, which is a shock, is to actually go there for the comics. She's going for him, I'm going for the comics. So I'm trying to save a little bit of money on top of the moving money to actually be able to buy tickets, which are pretty cheap. I know it's a small little convention, it's not this major thing. It's not like by Wizard or anybody. It's like a little itty bitty small comic book store is putting on this convention, so it's like their little thing. So the tickets are cheap, but I'm hoping the comics will be cheap, and I just hope she'll get the stuff she wants signed, and hopefully it won't be too crazy. But yeah, that's it. Not too much other than that. Like I said, the second I get more stuff in the mail, I will definitely make a video. Apparently, everybody liked. I got so many comments about the top 50 comics and the top 50 Spider-Mans. I'm really happy everybody enjoyed watching those. They were fun to make. They really. I love doing that. It just sucks when you got to put everything away. That's for sure. Um, I was toying with the notion to make a top 50 X-Men thing. I don't know. Because I think next week I actually have some time off, and between packing, maybe I'll make a video of that. If you want to see it, leave a comment below. Let me know you want to see that, and I'll get to it. Maybe I'll make a couple ones like a top 50 Fantastic Four, or top 50 Avengers, or top 50 miscellaneous. I don't know, something like that. But the X-Men I think will be the next on my list if I can do the top 50. Whew. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Remember, it's not the size of your cave that matters. It's what you have in it. And apparently I have a very gentle, amazing Spider-Man number 29 in mind now. Later, everybody.